Hey guys, it's me Varun Inamdar and welcome to Rajshri Food. Well, today I'm going to show you a very simple recipe. It's every vegetarian's go-to starter. But before I move on to the recipe, I want to share something with you. Well, kitchen is our sacred place. More so, the kitchen counter is our workstation. It's our workplace. There are times when we kind of overlook on the cleaning aspect. There are times when the kitchen slab or the stove or the dinner table or the refrigerator is kind of overlooked when it comes to cleaning. So today I have Savlon spray and wipe with me, which I personally use for all these places which harbor germs. And like I said earlier, these are all those places which sometimes we don't kind of give the same attention to. So before I begin the recipe, let me put the Savlon spray and wipe to use and clean the kitchen top so that it not only becomes clean but also disinfected. Now that our kitchen is clean and disinfected, let's begin with the recipe. And this recipe is Paneer Crispy. Let's begin with making the batter. For this, I'm going to use maida or refined flour. Now, maida in this recipe is primarily used so that it kind of clings onto the pieces of paneer. To make it crisp, I'm going to add in cornstarch, also known as cornflour. It's a very simple recipe with minimum most ingredients. To this, I'm going to add in some color, some flavor, some texture, some consistency, and that's going to come in with tomato ketchup. This is a recipe which is sweet, it's spicy, and it's crunchy and crispy all at the same time. Isn't it wonderful? Let's add in paste of ginger and garlic. While I'm using paste of ginger and garlic, by all means, you can add in chopped ginger, chopped garlic. To that, I'm adding in chopped chilies because by now you all know how much spicy I love my food to be. Let's remove the stalks and chop this nice and fine. Remember the fact that this could get a little on the spicier side, plainly because we're using paneer. Paneer is a nice canvas. It's absolutely blank and bland. So all of this is going to add into the flavor. After slicing it right through the center, let's chop this nice and fine. Let's make a thick batter using cold water. Do not get adventurous and add in a lot of water right in the beginning. Our batter is done and ready. And I quickly want to show you the consistency of this. If you take the back of the spoon and dip it inside this, this has to coat, and literally when you swipe your index finger, it has to hold shape. Now this means that the batter is of coating consistency. Let's scrape this on the sides and let's add in two very critical ingredients which will help in bringing out the primary flavor. The first one, of course, is salt. And last but not the least, freshly cracked black pepper. One final mix, and with this, your batter is done and ready. Let's move on to the frying, for which I'm going to heat some oil on high flame, and simultaneously while the oil is heating up, I already have paneer pieces which are cut and ready, nice and thick and chunky. I'm going to add in a pinch of salt. This is to bring out the natural flavor of cottage cheese or paneer. And to this, I'm going to add in half a teaspoon of refined flour. Now you may ask why. The whole idea here is to ensure that the paneer gets dried on the outside surface so that this batter clings onto it. If you do not do this or you avoid this step, the paneer will not have the coating on top and all the coating will leach out while frying. Let's give this a toss and your paneer is ready to go straight in the batter and then in hot oil. This needs to be fried on a high flame for two reasons. One is because this has ketchup, so it of course has some sugar in the recipe already. And secondly, because it's paneer, it does not need cooking as such. All you need is that the batter becomes nice and crisp and your crunchy, crispy paneer starter is done and ready. And this can of course be served with ketchup, with Szechuan sauce, with chutney, anything that you please. Let me garnish this with a sprig of spring onion and serve this to my family quickly and come back. While my family is enjoying the delicious Paneer Crispy starter, I'm back in the kitchen because like I said before, it's important to clean and disinfect the kitchen workspace because like I said, this is where most of the things happen, and I'm going to use the Savlon spray and wipe. The dual action of cleaning and disinfection not only kills the dust and dirt, but also kills the germs hidden on the surface. And this is more so important in these times. So make sure you do this before and after cooking. And for more such quick, simple and easy recipes, stay tuned to Rajshri Food.